Good morning, student. Now, yesterday we start lesson number 9, force and laws of motion. You know what is the force? When you apply or change in the motion of an object, right? We can say that force is by hitting, by pulling, right, and picking. Now, today, first we discuss about Newton's first law of motion. Last time you know about balance and unbalanced force. When an equal force is applied in both the direction, that is known as balanced force. And when unbalanced force means unequal force in opposite direction, that is known as unbalanced force. So when an object is, suppose an object is traveling on straight line or linear motion, right? It cannot be changed its speed, okay? But suppose Galileo give the example of an object traveling on an inclined plane. Suppose it's the object, and this is the some height and reach to the equal. Means when an object traveling on an inclined plane, first its velocity is increased and then its decrease by at last it becomes the zero. So by these activities, right? So Galileo also explained this law to if a ball is allowed to move down freely from one slope to another slope, right? It attains at most the same height is known as, suppose this is the height is h1, this is the height is h2. So equal height is reached. And then we can say that suppose the situation first is not reached to the other height, means the different height is. First is reached to the more, then it is this height, right? And by this different situation, right, the ball travels in large distance on the second slope, then it's or third slope. Means from these observations, Galileo conclude that if the angle of incline means suppose the theta is increased, right, the surface is made, contribute means zero. And in order to change the velocity of an body, unbalanced external force is required. Means when an unbalanced force is required to change the position of an object. By this conclusion, right, Newton's first law means first law of motion is given by Newton. What is the first law? An object continue to be in a rest. Suppose an object at the rest position, still it will be rest unless or an uniform motion. It will be travels in the uniform motion, constant speed, right? It will be also rest or uniform motion alone on a straight line unless and acted upon. Means when you apply or act an unbalanced force on it, till an unbalanced force on it. Means suppose an object is traveling on the straight line. If you apply unbalanced force, not balance, unbalanced force, then it will be change the position. Otherwise, still it will be rest or an uniform motion. That is known as Newton's first law. So this question is asked you, state the Newton's first law. You say that an object is continued to be a straight line, a rest or uniform motion acts an unbalanced force on it. So this is Newton's first law. You write in your classwork given in activity or page number 95. By this, right, you will write two activities. Activity number, suppose 9.4. See, in your first we start from activity 9.1, right? You know about the carom board, right? Many, right, steps means only one carom only, right? along with the bottom fields. Means suppose as shown in this figure, when you apply the force on this only, this bottom force, right, it will be changed its position and other will be right at the down surface. Means to attempt a sharp horizontal hit. This is the sharp horizontal hit on this last right point, and it will be the inertia of the object continue and make this force. Okay, so you write this activity number 9.1 in your class and Newton's first law, right? Okay, so today I explained you Newton's first law and activity 9.1.